Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the T-22 medium. This is an outdated tier 10 medium tank, and I say outdated because initially it used to be very strong OP. Everyone wanted this tank. There was no other tank most people wanted, and everyone really wanted this tank in their garage, be it noobs, be it pros. Everyone wanted to play this tank in tournaments, in 1v1s, in random battles, whatever it be. And there was obvious reasons for it. This tank has insanely good armor, especially on the sides, and of course on top of that, this tank is pretty decent in other factors, similar to the other Soviet tanks, right? But if you look at this tank now, I mean, it has the worst weapon handling, it has the worst DPM out of all of them, it has pretty bad speed, to be fair, because again, if you compare this tank to the 140 and the Object 907, it's not going to be as good. It's quite similar to the T-62 in terms of mobility, but then again, the weapon handling is one of the worst, especially when it comes to the aim time. And so you have a tank that technically has armor on paper, right? I mean, most tanks will be able to pen you quite easily, and these days, everyone knows how to pen a T-22, People may still ricochet against you, but to be fair, I don't really remember the last time I struggled with penning this tank over and over again. You might get a random ricochet, but these days, everyone knows how to pen you, when to shoot, where to shoot, and what angles, and under what angles not to shoot you at, right? So in that regard, the T-22 medium has sort of lost its perk. On top of that, the mobility has been a little bit worsened, and the gun handling is not the best. So overall, you have a Soviet tank that's not really much better than the other ones, only in terms of armor, and that armor really doesn't count. So you have a, quite a weird gameplay. I mean, you still can try and use the armor to your advantage, and I'm sure you will ricochet a little bit more than the other Soviet tanks, but let's be honest, it's not going to be that insane. So that's why I feel like this tank is very outdated, and no one really talks about wanting this tank anymore, except for those who, haven't ever tried this tank. Everyone who does play this tank, or who do play a lot of tier 10, know that the T-22 medium is a shadow of its former self, and it's not really worth spending all that gold for. I mean, I think I got this tank 2 years ago during Christmas when I finally bought it, and it was a very happy time. It was a great tank, and it still is a good tank. It's just that it has gotten much worse over the many years, and to the point that it's pretty much quite average, or even below average in a lot of aspects. As I said, the mobility is not up to par, the gun is not up to par, and so it's just not that amazing. But still, if you want to play this tank and you still want to get it for a cheap price, I'd recommend still trying to get it. It's a fun tank to have, and I'm not saying it's utterly useless and horrible. It still has its, role, and it's still playable. It's just that it's worse than before. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.